Welcome, welcome. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night. All of those things. Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon, everyone, and welcome from Australia. I'm back. I've been a bit sick, or I have been sick, and not even a little bit sick. I've been coughing, so I'm still a little bit chesty. And so when I talk, a little bit chesty. However, I'm feeling much better and happy to be back, everyone. So I'm David Starlyte, and this is a weekly show. It comes to you live from Queensland, Australia, far north Queensland, along the Great Barrier Reef. Marianne, welcome from New York City. Good evening to you, and welcome to the show. I'm just always talking about topics of spiritual nature as well as a physical nature. And my goal, of course, is to be practical. It's not just spiritual wisdom to talk about, but things that are actually practical, how we can live our lives in a more uplifted and illuminated way. I really like the concept of illumination to bring light. Beautiful word. And what does light mean to you? What is light? You know, there's so many theories of light, and it's something that scientifically people grapple with, and they don't really understand even what light is. So it's quite mystical, it's quite mysterious. It's can take on many forms, and it has a certain brightness attached to it. We tend to think of light as something that is bright, and illumination is to bring light. So what does it mean to illuminate, to bring light, to be illumination, to bring light into life? So just like the human soul illuminates the body, it brings light into the body, it brings energy into the body, it brings life force into the body, animation into the body. So with the light, so with illumination, so with this kind of wisdom. And Malaysia, welcome to you. It's great to see you. Always, I just see the smile and then I light up. So Malaysia, you're lighting up others with your beautiful smile. And that is what illumination is about. That is what light is about, lighting up the world. So, you know, you can say it doesn't mean that much because there's still wars going on. It's more important than ever to bring this energy into the world. And sometimes you need the darkness before the dawn. You need some you need the energy of war. You need people to express this energy, and then we can have millennia of peace. The lighter end of the color spectrum giving a warmth. That's beautiful, Marianne. And welcome to you all. How have you been? It's been now a couple of weeks, a fortnight since I was here. So it's been a while for me, and it's gone quickly. Essentially, I was in bed for a lot of time. I was coughing a lot, and it's not feeling too bad, actually. Not feeling too bad. Because I was sick early in the year, and I really did feel really bad. So this time around I was sick, and I just have a little bit of concern about my neighbor doing the construction. They are renovating next door, and just been going on for weeks, this kind of construction sound. So at the moment it's quiet. However, there's the construction crew have arrived. So if there is a bit of a noise, a bit of a buzz, if I seem a bit distracted, then that will be the reason. So we're going to pick a card for December. It's already 11th of December, and it's 2 weeks until Christmas. I did a bit of shopping yesterday, and there was a real festive vibe, festive atmosphere in the store. There was lots of color, and you know, a real feeling of this is Christmas time, the end of the year. And so I'm going to pick a December card collectively and see what energy is coming through for the month. It is now, you know, really different energy. The end of the year, it's like the graduation time where we can really have a bit of festivities over Christmas. And well, the card I picked is wait, it's an interesting card because it's all about, it's like I was talking about the dawn, this waiting period before we launch into something new. So this is about the background work being woven together for you, for the planet, for things to eventuate, for things to appear, materialize. So this is like, just hold on, just hold on. So that's an interesting card, because in a way December is that for 2025 we do have this sense of preparation, the sense of bringing together this in the womb, this birthing of a new reality. So the details are being woven. The challenge is to keep trusting, keep patient, keep working, keep focused. Focus really on what you are, who you are here to produce, to be. We have this combination as human beings of human being, and then the doing, which is different. So being human, that's what we're here to do and to be. And the background's being orchestrated for us. So we have this orchestration of the light, the orchestration of the world, orchestration of 2025. That's what the card is showing, and it's what we are being prepared for. So welcome, Sylvie. I'm recovering. I'm doing okay. Getting better. Still my breathing a little bit labored, but it's getting there. Definitely improving. And what about you, Sylvie? How is it all going? Carlos, thank you for sharing. Thank you, Carlos, and welcome. You've got an interesting picture, Carlos. That's really cool. Energy goes up. Hello, welcome. I just see a big T. The energy goes up. So I like that message. The energy goes up. So it's just important wherever we've been to move forward. Wherever we've been to move forward with the present moment, to orchestrate and architect the future of humanity, as well as individuals, of course, to bring forth a new world, a new life for ourselves and collectively for all of humanity. So Stu, welcome from Florida. Yeah, thank you, Stu. That's really kind. Carlos movie, The Lion King, Mufasa. Okay, well, I remember the African elements of The Lion King, and I think there was such an African element, and I'm from Africa, so there was really a connection there for me with Africa. I don't know about Mufasa. I'm just curious what Mufasa is. I guess that was a character in The Lion King. Maybe that was a lion character, perhaps. And that was a bit of an orphan, I presume, an orphan cub. And the cub went on a journey, I believe. So that's almost like a metaphor for us. We're little cubs, and we're going on a journey. And I know that I know we're all influenced by the past. So it really at least attempt to shift your energy into the present moment, into this moment of manifestation, this point of light that is our consciousness, that can create a new world, that can shift into something completely new. Mufasa, just go out. So no more hiding, no more fear. Go out and express who you are, express what you came to be. Sylvie's got an interview. Good luck to you, Sylvie. That's great. And Carlos says Disney. I don't know why you say Disney. I think Disney were the producers of this Lion King. And thank you for that, Carlos. Sylvie, thank you so much. Getting there. It's always, like spring follows winter. There's a sense of there is a sense of illumination, there's a sense of new renewal, new energy. So it's like, just being in that hibernation state of being sick. So there is a little bit of excitement for me, which is great. A sense of renewal, seeing the world through new eyes in a way. So I'll pick a card for you, Sylvie, and just focus on the best possible outcome for all involved, and being the best self that you are. And there's no really relax into it. There's no you don't really need to try too hard. Just really be, Sylvie. That's what I'm getting strongly. Just be who you are. Your character will come through strongly. Don't try, just be. And that's a sense of confidence when you can just be yourself and be comfortable in your own skin. It's a sense of authenticity that will really come across strongly. And if you are the right fit, then you will fit in seamlessly. I'm getting, Sylvie. And then we'll pick a card to see if there's any further message coming through. Well, this is a message saying there's a sense of a gathering. So I feel like there is this sense of gathering, and you're going to feel that tomorrow. You're going to feel a sense of gathering. So you're going to meet, you are going to be introduced to a number of people, and there's going to be a sense of coming together. So I feel like that's a really harmonious energy for you. And the message coming through is don't overthink it, don't attach at all. Just be yourself, and don't overthink, don't attach. So don't go in with expectations, with wants, needs, desires. Just go and be, see how it goes, enjoy yourself, be yourself. So that's a clear message coming through for you, Zoe. Be yourself, and let's see how it unfolds. Have fun with it. Really, life, most things we can have way more fun than we do. We don't need to be so serious. Sylvie says, thank you. The energy goes up, says hello. The energy goes up, says hello. Militia, what's happening, Militia? And how are you, Marianne? How are you doing in New York City? Are you in? You're in the actual Manhattan? Wow, Manhattan. How is it going over there in Manhattan? I've been once. Yeah, I've been once before in Manhattan. Very buzzing, very different from my world out here, which is. In the Great Barrier Reef, it's much more tranquil, and sounds of silence. Sounds of silence. So it's a different world, a bit of a concrete jungle out there in New York City, which can be fun too. And how's it going? I feel like there is going to be a bit of movement to change things and get things back on track, get things moving forward again. There's a real energy of moving forward in the world, things breaking down as well, but then things breaking through. So focus on the positive. I think that's really important. Some people, I know in Americans get really politically divided, and it's too much. Focus on the positive energy. Whatever the politicians are doing, focus on yourself, your own power. Don't put your energy in politicians. Put your energy in yourself, in your own world, in your own life. That's where your power lies. It lies in yourself. So I stayed in Queens, Marianne. Manhattan is a bit in turmoil. Major trial just ended. Wow. Let's pick a card for New York, and let's have a look at New York. Let's just see what's happening in New York. Oh, it's winter at the moment. Yeah, so New York is the world card. So New York is connected to the world. You have many cultures, you have so many cultures in New York. It's this international city is connected to the world. So New York is also connected to the world. So the fate of New York is also affecting part of the fate of the world. So there's this link between New York and the world. And I'm getting very much a sense of autonomy, self-power. I don't know if you can see this card. It's a third chakra card, solar plexus card. So this card says this is a very, the energy of New York is a third chakra energy. It's a sense of the self. I was just talking about the self. So that has its place. We have the 7 chakras in the Vedic system. They all have their own power, importance, and potency. New York, in terms of the world energy, is representing the solar plexus. So the solar plexus is all about the self. So solar plexus energy, it's just around the midsection of the body. This is what New York is associated with. This is what I was talking about, the center of autonomy, of identity, of self, personal identity, sense of self, self-esteem, personal power, confidence. We know that New York is all about the confidence, about energy, stamina, inner power, strength, vitality, metabolism, fire, very much about the fire element. So interesting how accurate that is, reflecting in New York. Queens, as in the borough where your plane lands. So thank you, Marianne. I try to stay away from politics and the news. That's a really good idea, Militia. So the news is manipulative and it's hiding things away from you. It's hiding behind the veil. It's showing you only something that they want to entertain you. They want to get ratings. They don't want to show you the truth. They don't want you to think for yourself. They want to take your power away. So the news is manipulated, as I think everyone knows. So it's a really good idea to disconnect from the news where possible. Personally, I do watch YouTube. I do watch YouTube. So sometimes I particularly like psychic shows on YouTube, but I like sports. I like things like that. But sometimes I see things going on through commentators, interviews, and the like. So I'm not completely disconnected from the world, and I'm not completely disconnected from politics. I follow it through some of the YouTube channels. It's not about what I do. I'm just sharing that with you. I do recommend avoiding that energy. It's an energy of conflict, an energy of division, a lower energy, and it sucks you into like a vortex, and can be quite negative and unsatisfying and depleting. Can be quite depleting. So focus on your own worth. Focus on building your own life, your own happiness, outside and away from politics and the news is the best advice I can give. And Militia, thank you for that. That's beautiful. And that's why Militia's smiling. She's smiling because she's happy, because she's not watching the news. And that's really the key. That's really important. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feelings if you agree or disagree in the comments section. Always happy to hear from you and see what your insights are. Perhaps you have a different perspective, and everyone does have a different perspective. So just remember, we are in a unique human body, a unique human soul. We are connected, we are similar, we have similarities, we have things in common. However, each one of us has a unique perspective, a unique light. Yeah, me too. I watch YouTube news, laugh out loud. So every person has a perspective which is valid, and if we just listen to ourselves, then it can be quite unsatisfactory. We're here to share with each other as well, and just remember that everyone's got a perspective, and somehow the divine is weaving this all together. Somehow it's there isn't a sense of absolute. I don't see it a sense of absolute. People like to see the world in black and white, but it's more plurality of consciousness, that we each have a light, more like the universe. You look up in the sky at night and you see the stars. If you live where I live in far north Queensland, you can see the stars. If you live in New York, I don't reckon you can see any stars, but maybe one or two. I don't know. Marianne may be able to answer that. But you can see this multiplicity, this variety, this sense of there's not just Mars, there's other planets, and then we're like that. There's so many stars, there's millions of stars in the sky, and it's like we're each one of those lights, we're each one of those stars. And I happen to be David Starlyte, so the stars are part of my life. The starseed reality is part of my consciousness. The sense of being stardust, being little parts of the whole. That we all come from stardust. We're all made of stardust, Ziggy Stardust. So absolutely, we all have a unique perspective, and it's not right or wrong. You think is it's not like you look at Mars and go, Mars is wrong and Venus is right. They're different planets. Each is beautiful and wonderful in its own way. So that's how each human being is. We each like a different planet or a different star. Yeah, me too. Yes, we are stardust. Thank you, April. Beautiful, April. Thank you for that. So each one of us is this reflection of the divine, part of the divine, this flash of light. And honestly, everyone's got their own unique way, their own unique perspective, their own unique way of seeing the world. And it is hard because sometimes it can be very different. It can be confronting. It can be hard to hear someone likes vanilla ice cream, and I'm like, no, I like chocolate ice cream. Why would someone like vanilla? And you don't really get it because you're not them, you're you. So focus on you, but we're here to share with each other. No stars. The streetlights make it hard. But one night I saw them clearly was 9/11 and the 11th and the 12th and the day after in September 11 and the day after in 2001. So that's really sad, Marianne. That's really, really sad. But that is how it is. And maybe you are there to be the stars in New York. Maybe that's what New York is. We don't have the real stars. We have the human stars. So it's a different way, a different reality. And Stu says Zingy Stardust. Zingy Stardust, that's beautiful, Stu. Soggy Stardust. So I don't know what soggy Stardust is, but maybe it's a joke. So let me know, Stu, who soggy Stardust is. But David Bowie had the Ziggy Stardust. David Bowie, not Bowie. David Bowie, he was very talented man, really wonderful, very wonderful rock star, so unique, in his time, really before his time. so unique and really expressed something wonderful and special and otherworldly. David Bowie was really quite ethereal, very otherworldly. So, does anyone want some more advice, some feedback, some cards? I can pick a card. And anything else on your mind that you do want me to talk about, let me know. I was thinking a little bit about the idea of the heart coherence, how our heart is part of us, of course, but most of us are a little bit operating mainly from skepticism, from our head, our thoughts. But there's all these different parts of a human being, even that are quite interesting to contemplate on, like where a thought comes from, where are we residing? You know, where does a human being reside? Or do they reside in their heart? Do they reside in their minds? There's all these different components of wisdom within each human being, and aligning with the heart chakra really aligns us to our true self. But I'm not saying there's a wrong or right, because there's different elements to being human. There's different parts of what makes us operate, and some of them, they're all valid. We all have valid expressions. Some within the chakras, for instance, each one is part of the whole. Each one's important. The central sun is the heart. So the heart coherence is really about balance, about coordination, about resonance, about coming from the central space of almost like equanimity, creation, co-creation, and stillness, of resonance, of being. I would say the heart is the heart of being, the source of all wisdom. But of course, we often in our heads, in different parts of our bodies, which is fine, which is part of the expression of life. Louise, may I have a message, please? Not sure when I'll find my soul wishes to be doing. Went through a big tower. Left career. So you went through a big tower. I don't know what that means, you went through a big tower, but I think you just mean you went through a big change, and you've been focused on your health. So that's really important, Louise. That's what you needed to do. Let's just have a look at Marianne's message. I'm trying to communicate with my PCA's bird. She's missing, but she's talking to us. Any idea when and where she'll be found? She's in Australia, native cockatoo. Oh, that's really nice. We have actual cockatoos where I live, Marianne, so you can come here and visit and find you can find other cockatoos, find the family members, cockatoo family members. Okay, Louise, and remind me where you are, Louise. Where are you, Louise? Okay, let's just tune into you, Louise. Okay, so I'm getting just keeping things quite practical and simple, connecting with people, Louise. And I'm sorry to hear that your world turned upside down, or maybe it turned downside up, or upside down, downside up, or it feels like things are moving. This is intentional. This is a soul contract. So it's not accidental. I mean, it doesn't make it easier. It doesn't make it easier, and in some ways it does. When you let go of the resistance and just go with it. Just go with it. This is bringing the unconsciousness to light. There is potential here, growing it. I see actually making connections for you. I see like the old, almost like the old-fashioned way, making connection. Get quite soft and not overthinking, not sort of being grandiose or thinking that there's some kind of, grand symphony happening. This is something in your life that's important. Just soften. And I feel like actually this is, I'm just seeing you connecting with other people, and that's going to really, that's really going to help you a lot. Just in more than just a practical area, in a kind of emotional, emotional level. It's like just talking to other people will make you feel less alone. Will realize that you're amongst friends, you're amongst other people who've also been through hardship and understand you. So I feel like there's really a sense of personal connection that's very important, that you connect with people. And I just feel that you'll be brought in to help other people, and you're not a failure at all. This is soul contract stuff. It's higher, it's above your gamut of control. This is really the soul at work. The soul wants this change. It wants this shift. And I'm seeing people around you that are supporting you. So keep calling in support. Keep calling in your star family to give you guidance. It feels like, in a way, things are, that you are supported, that things actually are working out for you. They are coming to you. It does feel like you'll need to go through more changes, but it's kind of like you're just getting used to, all right, things are changing. I'm going through these changes, and you're gonna have more patience with that. Things will still take a while to settle down. This is part of your life journey. So if ever you feel alone, call in your star family. Call in your star family to give you that support, to give you that shift. And remember that you are not alone, Louise. You are never alone. And let's just see if there's another card from the Starseed Oracle for you, Louise. Okay. So this is really, again, about sharing your energy, about surrender. It's a surrendering card. So it's saying just surrender to the sweetness. So really find the joy in the little things, in the small things, and it's really going to soften your perspective when you bring that energy out, and you enjoy the things that maybe we tend to take for granted. So this is really heightening your perspective, really seeing things as more. The planet has so much to offer you that you didn't see before, that you're making your will full. I'm just going to raise it up a bit. It's like making yourself feel that you are filled with love, filled with beauty, with this goddess kind of energy. It's like a bounty, bringing you this sweetness out into the world. So it's like almost like the more you are surrendering and opening and bringing that energy into the world, the more things will flow and manifest. It very much the connections that you make are going to support you and going to propel you forward. But remember, it's like, be the love, be the abundance, be the joy, be the energy that you seek, Louise. Malaysia C444 a lot. My intuition is telling me that's my guides sending me a message. Okay. So let's just think about 444. That's it's a beautiful number. The number 4, and I've got a bit of 4 in my personal numerology. 444, and I was born on the 14th, so definitely that is happening in my life. I've got the 4, I've got the 1 and the 4 and the 5. But usually 444 is it's saying that the angels are preparing you, and they're saying we're here, we're giving you a sign that things are changing in a positive way. So the angels are coming in with love and support, and they're saying things are moving forward in a whole way, that things are going to be healed for you. So I'll pick a card for you, Melisha. But it's like the guides are, it's like they're knocking on the door, and they're saying, we're here for you, Melisha, we're here for you. We are here for you, and that's why you keep getting that 444. Okay, so these energies that are coming up, there's a sort of strong red energy that's saying that focus on your warrior type archetype, your warrior energy, and take rest as well. You do need to keep resting, Malaysia. Don't push too hard. It feels like you need more rest. That's what's coming up in these cards. And things are being woven for you. There is a lot of goodness coming into your life. So you're really going to get a lot more abundance happening in your life, Malaysia. It's coming forward. So things are moving in a really positive direction, a really beautiful direction. And ultimately, there are the sense of it's actually star brothers that are very protective of you. So that feels like there's a masculine protection that's like we're protecting our Malaysia. This is important that our Malaysia is protected. It's a Horus kind of energy that's it's kind of like you have this I would say you're a little bit you're not trusting the receiving support from other people because of past traumas, ancestral patterning, and it says that it hasn't been safe to really let your guard down and open your heart. So your heart is quite guarded. So that's what the Star Brothers are here to tell you, that they've got your back. They are sending you love, giving you opportunities to let in more love, guiding you to receiving a greater level of support than you've managed before, that you can even imagine in this world and beyond. And you can call them in to support you, and they're going to help you learn to soften through your heart instead of hardening your heart. So softening your heart, and they are going to be supporting you. You are going to be receiving support. So I hope that helps, Melisha. And Louise says thank you. Wow, Melisha. Pretty. Can I get a reading, please? You know, my eyesight's got a bit worse, so sometimes I'm just looking. I'm looking a bit close up at the screen, trying to see things. So Preeti, can I get a reading? Anything specific, Preeti? And Louise, thank you so much. That's beautiful. Louise, I'm just catching up on the messages. Where were the birds? Something about the birds. Marianne wants to communicate with my PCA. What is a PCA, Marianne? She's missing, but she's talking to us. Australian native cockatoo. Okay, let's just see if there's a message coming through. So it feels like this is a night message. The bird is kind of coming around at night. It's kind of, that's when it's time that you can look for it at nighttime. And the bird the bird wants to be free. It doesn't want to be in a cage. But it feels like there's different ways of finding it, and that nighttime is when you're going to get the greatest connection, Marianne. Marianne, home attendant. She cleans the home for me. Oh, okay. PCA. What does PCA stand for, though? PCA. I've never heard that before. Okay, so yeah, let me know if there are more questions. I think Preeti, let me know if you're online, Preeti. Is there some question you have? Do you want some answers? And we are going to, just a reminder, please do follow the show on YouTube and Facebook. Do like and subscribe. That really helps us. You can also support the show by sending stars, which is a digital gift that helps me earn money and supports the show, keep us running. And Marianne, personal care assistant. Okay, PCA. All right, that's interesting. Thank you for sharing that. That's maybe common in New York. We don't have that out here. But Preeti, let me know if you're online. All right, it's pretty. Okay. So Preeti, what you are looking for is looking. What you're looking for is looking. It feels like there's got to be a bit of a clearing of your communication channel. It just seems like it's too much going on there. It's just get more into your heart, resonate more from source energy, from a sense of focus and clarity. That's because that's an agitation coming up. That's also ancestral trauma being expressed. So it's sometimes we're all connected to much more than we can encapsulate in just our thoughts. It's beyond that. It's energetic. It's within our DNA system, within our actual physiology. These patterns are passed forth, and then within our soul as well. So we have all these vibrations and energies that are co-creating and manifesting. It's time to walk away, Preeti. It feels like you just need a breakaway, and you have a lot of untapped potential and a lot of courage. You have a lot of courage, and it's like this lifetime, it's like you are just gonna fly. This is like, you can, if you want to do something, you can go and do it. If you want to have something new in your life, or get something, you can get it. This is just it for you, pretty. You have, I would say, magical abilities. It's very strong. Time to move away, and it's like anytime you feel stuck, it's almost like you want to move, you want to shift. So there's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of shifting. You're going to be in charge of a lot of other people as well. You have this kind of authoritative energy that's growing. Let's just see if there's anything else pretty. You have this power, this inner strength, this authority, and you can call up support from your personal guide, your angel. You can call that up as well, give you that direction. That I'm seeing, like you can sort of build a bridge. If there's you can't cross the river, it's like you can build a bridge. There is a certain polarity in your development, in your life at the moment, that these relationships are karmic. So the karmic sense is coming through here. This is chosen, it's being directed from above, and you are swimming through all of that. So this is communication is really important. How you navigate sometimes your heart and your mind. You may be conflicted and want to move in different directions, see different points of view, and you may be overthinking, second guessing yourself, and struggling to find a sort of balance or mutual common ground, or coming into a sense of harmony within your relationships. These relationships are making you grow the most, making you see this chaos within yourself and within others. You're being invited to see that, to see the challenging nature of these relationships, and find a different perspective. Align to a growth mindset, align to a mindset that's going to see things from a deeper, wholer, more enlightened perspective, a big picture perspective. Take a step away and don't get too involved. So just get a bit of perspective, get a bit of distance from your relationships. Thank you, Preeti, and good luck to you. Marianne, not even with your disabled persons, I'd assume it exists, just a different name. So we tend to call people carers. So maybe it's like the same, but it's not. We wouldn't say a personal care assistant, just a carer. Hi, Andy. How are you, Andy? Welcome to the show. Is there anything you would like to share? Anything you'd like to discuss with us today? Feel free to share in the comments section, Andy. All right, the power is within you, Andy. The power is within you. It's like you're the man holding a heart. You're that man. So what does that mean, that you are holding a heart? It's almost like you're dealing with a lot of family, love, emotions. There's a lot that you're carrying, a lot that you're going through, and it's important that you stay balanced, that you step away into a sort of manliness of sometimes just being separate, of finding your own balance on your own, and then coming back into relationship with others, into communion with others. So being really present with your own emotions, honoring and expressing your own energy. So it's important that you separate, go. You need a bit of time in the cave, Andy. You need to be holistic. You need to be balancing your energies, but you need time away in the cave. Just take time out. That's really important, because it's too emotionally cluttered. There's too much going on. you're trying, you keep trying, there's too much trying, just get a bit of distance, take a time out, go to the cave. Let's see if there's more coming through. You can't be everything for everyone, and you also have to be there for yourself. You know, you can call it being selfish, but that's just sounds a bit like it could be judgmental. But self is how you experience the world, through yourself. So if you're not looking after yourself, it's gonna affect everything and affect other people. So the more clear you are being in how you manifest and how you project your energy out in the world, the more streamlined everything will become. So clear your own energy first, and then things are going to flow more effortlessly in the outside world. So it's almost like work on the inside, and the outside's gonna come more swimmingly or flow more effortlessly. This energy is saying, go to the cave. You need to also connect with the higher realm, the spiritual realm. So there's also that connection that's there for you, that's beckoning, that's saying, we need you as well. So you have multiple purposes in this incarnation, not just one purpose or two purposes. There's a lot going on for you. So just remember that. Be like, all right, now it's time to do this. Now it's time to connect with this. Now it's time to help this person. Now it's time. That's what you're here to do. Many things for many people. So just go with the flow, Andy, but also remember that, you know, you're not here to be everything for everyone. You need to honor yourself, honor your own soul, honor your own mission, and put time and energy into that. Put time and energy into yourself. You need to go into the cave. You need separation and alone time. You need that. Really important for your own balance. So thank you, Andy, and great to have you on the show. And thank you, everyone, for being here. It's really fun to see everyone. And I'm going to wish you all a beautiful week. Next week is the 17th or 18th, depending on where you are in the world. And thank you to Andy. Remember, you can support the show, and we always much appreciate that. And please, say hi to me on YouTube if you can. And lots of love to you all. Stu, sending lots of hearts. Have a beautiful week ahead. And see you all next week. Love, light, and